no one wants to talk to me about it, then that's completely fine. So that when we come up to it in like the dimensional scale, right, we have to assume that mass has to be an inverse factor, right? And in which that when we incorporate the equation, regardless, no matter how we can see this state, on whether this state is a closed state or a constant state, and in which that we have entropy evolution, and in which that energy evolution comes to a maximum threshold, and in which that we have to define by two relations, right? And then with that system that we have to incorporate, right, we have to rearrange it with mass, right, to substitute constants, because we've applied constants to now where C becomes a total constant, right? And now we've assured that time and mass and energy accommodate to the factors that, regardless, the speed of light makes that constant, right? Now, like from these factors, we can value that data regardless how we look at it. But when we look at Big Bang growth, right, from a cascading effect, we have to see that energy, momentum, and expansion is based on entropy growth correction, right, that follows the fourth law to a mass evolution of scaling in entropy and energy, right? Now, from those factors have to determine, because otherwise then ice wouldn't freeze or ice wouldn't melt. Right? So when we analyze this standard and we expand the recursive equation, right, we see that energy transferred given by a momentum driven growth still requires a constant, right, where the entropy growth that follows the fourth law creates mass scale evolution over time, right? And then that can be scaled above 11 fucking dimensions, right? So now it's like, what the fuck? So like when we look at this, right, and we express entropy growth from a recursive equation, and we take the derivative, right, and we refine it with a constant, where with the temperature energy of thermodynamics becomes energy, right, where we rewrite it, the entire thing now, where we rearrange it to equal a constant, we still create the same energy determination. So I've just now not only done this entire thing here, I just reversed it. But I reversed it at the size of the Big Bang. All right, anyway. You're welcome. Thank you. I need to
ultimately be told. And it could be that there is some mathematical equation that we've yet to find. And when you look at that mathematical equation, you solve it, and maybe it says, that's the shape. Shape 22